Hey, what's going on? You know, no one has really talked about what a rider's hips should be doing while cornering. I wasn't aware of what my hips were doing while cornering until June of 2019. It was while I was teaching a private lesson for a C-class rider on my track in Lisbon, Ohio. And this rider was really struggling through the corners. I kept critiquing him on all the proper cornering techniques, but it just wasn't gelling for him. It was a hot day, so I was just dressed in tennis shoes, t-shirt, and shorts when I jumped on his bike to demonstrate. And since I didn't want to burn my legs on the Piper engine, for the first time, I really noticed what my hips were doing while I was cornering. My outside hip and knee was shifting slightly forward. My hips were actually rotating a little bit into the corner, as my shoulder was, which is supposed to. When I added this to my rider's critiquing, he instantly made noticeable improvements. He even told me that made a big difference. But I wasn't sure. I mean, this was brand new to me. Maybe it just was a coincidence that it worked for him. To give you a little time frame on this, I started working on this video in February of 2020. That means for over 7 months, I stayed aware of this new technique that I had been doing all along but didn't realize it. I tested it on many different tracks and conditions. I even studied the pros to see if, how, or when they were using it. Now I feel confident in sharing it with you. If you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Your entire body needs to work together, linked together, like a chain. A primary key relating to body positions and movements is for your entire body to be working in the most efficient body positions and movements possible. This is an important piece of the puzzle in making you become one with the bike. The techniques of your feet on the foot pegs, shoulders, and the other techniques relating to body positions and movements are already covered in many of my other videos. So I'm not going to break them down or get too much into them here. But I am going to mention a few things about the feet and shoulders because our main subject, the hips, are in the middle of that chain. From many of my other videos, you should know that most of your body weight should be supported on the foot pegs first, the seat second, and the least amount on the handlebars. This makes you and the bike work much better, much more efficiently.